everybody, and this is Sully for Antisocial News, and this is how I'm going to be doing things now. Very low tech, so I can do them on the regular. Somebody around me had a cat. I'm itchy. Anyway, in order for me to be able to do videos regularly, I need to be able to do it on a low tech platform. So this week I've caught up on all the past ones. Me and my lovely wife went around and shot all the missing body count reports and non-news rundowns for the past 2 weeks, and they're going to be airing on this channel every day until Thursday, 2 a day of the past ones, and then one new one, which is what you're watching right now. And also, if you haven't noticed, I'm going to be doing the news day of. So same day. So it's not going to be a next morning thing. It's going to be Monday's news comes out Monday night. So I still managed to find a bunch of stories that I haven't really seen a lot of coverage of. First up, which is what I do. I find news stories from around the world, life or death situations. If you're new here, I got to tell you that. Also, if you're new here, check out the giveaway rules. There's a giveaway that I'm doing, and the rough draft of the giveaway rules is in the description of this video, so check it out. The prize is $226.34 to be randomly given to one of my subscribers Friday. Alright, so we have Monday body count report for February 26, 2018, episode 146. 23 killed in multiple attacks in Afghanistan. Now, this is a pretty horrific situation. Afghanistan has been seeing a rise in Taliban activities, which is exactly what they're looking at here. So check it out. There's some deeper insight on it. Times of India reporting on that one. Then we have the situation, which is all we're talking about in America at the moment, and it's based on a lot of speculation, but it's trying to prevent future mass killings in America. So it is definitely looked at as a life-or-death situation. I don't want to demean people's views about that, so I will just post this link here for NRA rejects Trump's call for partial gun ban and age restriction. This is Irish Times reporting, and I think this story is pretty interesting because a lot of people are clumping the NRA and Trump together when, and almost no one is mentioning that they are butting heads. A lot of the group that wants to hate NRA is the same group that wants to hate Trump, and they don't want to see them as on the same side with Trump. But yeah, they're butting heads with NRA over this. Then we have the armed guard. By that they mean a sheriff did not confront Florida shooter. This is a sheriff deputy. Irish Times reporting on that one. Pretty disgusting story there. Personally, I think that some of the self-preservation mindset is what is a big problem with law enforcement in America. I'm not saying that our guys should all be kamikaze suicide soldiers, but yeah, you want to get home to see your family, so you're gonna follow the force continuum, and you're gonna shoot when you need to shoot. I feel like sometimes there's too cautious, especially when you're in a job that's meant to be protecting everybody. There's a lot of focus on protecting your own ass, and I think that's something to be looked at. Especially after this dude. So we have a series of, obviously the only ones that made it to mainstream over the past few years have been the ones that had some controversy, whether it was a racial controversy or an age controversy or something like that. But police are shooting a lot of people because they think the person's reaching for a gun or something like that. So you have police either shooting people when the person doesn't need to be shot, or in this situation, a guy not going into a dangerous situation. And it's both for the same reason. The police are saying, well, we want to go home tonight. Our safety is key. And I think there's, once again, I can talk on this all I want. I mean, I might talk more on this in the non-news. I've put myself into some dangerous situations myself for very little pay, and police get paid a lot more than I did when I was in this situation. Alright. Here's a democracy story. Sisi, favorite to win Egypt presidential race after main opponents arrested. He does take on a lot of bad guys. I feel about him about the same way I do about Duterte. Like, there's some bad guys he's dealing with. Okay, Gazans prepare for possible war with Israel with surprise drill. Scary situation here. Ynet News reporting on those two stories. Also on this one, Russia blocking immediate ceasefire in Syria. Okay. Another Ynet News story. This one is actually very sad, and it shows you that even in Israel, with all the political unrest and the potential for terror, it's still the people closest to you that are the ones that are most likely to kill you. Man suspected of killing son before jumping in front of a train. Yeah, it's a sad story. Guy kills his family and then apparently offs himself. And then we have 3 ISIS supporting Israeli Arabs indicted for Temple Mount plot. Very interesting. Ynet News reporting there. Powerful 7.5 magnitude quake cuts communication, halts oil and gas operations in Papua New Guinea. I had not heard of this story until just a few minutes ago. Okay, check it out. Times of India reporting, North Korea cheer squad forced into sex slavery. Now, this was one of those stories that when the American media was going, what they do when they go, the Republicans don't like this group, so we're going to focus. And they completely embarrassed themselves. The American media embarrassed themselves in front of world media by fawning all over the North Koreans. And they even were focusing on the North Korean cheer girls that were all in uniform waving North Korea flags in the stands. And yeah, it's coming to light that they may have been kind of forced into all sorts of terrible stuff. Those girls, which is, yeah, it's North Korea is a bad place. There's a reason why people go like it's a bad place. There's a reason why Barack Obama encouraged Americans to watch a movie that depicted the assassination of Kim Jong-un. Because North Korea is like a detestable place. Anyway. South Korea urges North Korea to abandon nuclear weapons. Allow family visits. Okay, and then wake up and stop Rohingya abuses. Nobel laureates to Suu Kyi. They're a little late on this. I mean, There's the main conflict is over at this point, and now the UN is working with Bangladesh and Myanmar to repatriate the Rohingyas. But it's nice to know that they, I don't know, checked their emails from last year, and the Nobel laureates decided to do something. I don't know who are Nobel laureates nowadays. Is it like Obama and Bob Dylan calling, like, top MPA propagandist political officer nabbed? Is he nabbed? Is he nab on them haters? That was it. That was it. And now, like I like to do, I'm going to dramatically tear my my news sheet. It's a Samsung. I will throw it. Okay, this is Sully signing off. Cheers. Check the links in the description.